I'm going to let you into a secret. On Sunday, I'm going to run a marathon. Don't know why. I have no idea why. I've just decided today, it's Friday, that on Sunday, I'm going to run a marathon. I've done no training. I'm not emotionally ready, I don't think, but I've told no one. This is the most secretive video you will ever see. I haven't told anybody, only you, and just you.
It is just before 6:30 and I'm about to do my secret marathon. Like, why am I doing it? Well, look, I did a marathon about 18 months ago in Stratford. It didn't go very well. In fact, it was a bit of a traumatic experience. I finished in 3 hours 38. To be fair, not a bad time, although the time has annoyed me. For neatness reasons, I'd have liked to have been under 3.5 hours, which is why I'm doing this morning. I was quite scared actually as I went out this morning, but there's no need to be. I keep telling myself there's absolutely no need to be. At any point, if I'm not feeling this, I'm just going to come in, and this video will never see the light of day. Maybe. Nah, I'll show it you anyway. I am listening through the headphones. I'm not listening to music this morning. I'm going to settle in to an audio book, Kingmaker Broken Faith, by a guy called Toby Clements. I can't really quite work out what's going on at the moment, but I will let you know at certain points exactly what's happening in the book. To run under 3.5 hours, I've got to be doing 8-minute miles or under. Okay, and now the watch has started. The marathon has begun. Oh my God. The queue of traffic you can see behind me is still before 7. It's because of that. A car boot sale. It's packed. It's not even 7. Look at it. Hundreds of people. And people say there's a cost of living crisis going on. Absolute twaddle. I've never seen anything like that. And how's it going? Okay. I did the first 4 miles in half an hour, which is, I don't know, probably about right. It's weird though, because my head is telling me that I've got to run slowly. My heart is telling me I'm not running quick enough. And I'm in two minds as to whether do I clatter off and do the first half as quickly as I can, and then I can just struggle for the second half and I'll probably do it, or is it slow and steady wins the race, and actually find that you can do this quite tactically and it's a bit of a skill. Book watch, well, let me tell you what it's basically about. We're in the War of the Roses. We've got two main characters. It's a dual narrative. We've got a man called Thomas. Now Thomas was a failed monk. Then we've got a nun called Catherine. Now she's not a nun anymore because she was sexually active with the aforementioned monk Thomas. Not a great advert for the Catholic Church. She is some sort of surgeon, and mistaken identity. She's taken the identity of a noblewoman. God, I am on the edge of my seat. Right now, you find me at checkpoint 2. I'm just having a bit of a loosener. Going well so far. And look, behind me is Ladbroke Park Golf Club. I got a bit of attention last week by making some comments about Noel. Now Ladbroke Park Golf Club is like somebody has got a giant magnet and the belt buckles on a Prada or Gucci belt have instantly been attracted to this magnet, and about 30 men from Noel have just been carried and dropped at Ladbroke Park. It's little Noel. It's like a province of this place. Just on Tesla watch, there's 7 in the car park this morning. It's an early start. I'd like to see that number doubled, but there we go. Cyclists, morning gents. Nothing, absolutely nothing. They crap Power Rangers. Always the way. Other runners, you get a thumbs up. Cyclists, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Stay in formation. Stay in formation. There's nothing they can do about it. We've got as much right to the road as anybody else. Stay in formation, I say, that man. Maybe exaggerating slightly. In Bookwatch, it's doing my head in a little bit, to be honest. Catherine, the sexually active nun who's now a surgeon, has just been found guilty of butchering a woman when actually she was trying to deliver the baby by cesarean section. She has now been found guilty and has been sent back to a nunnery. So about where we started with her. That was a man lying down on a ladder at the top of an electricity pylon. Now, I'll level with you, there are some times where I think, you know, there's got to be an easier way to make a living. You couldn't pay me £1 million to do that. And I'm not joking. That's a companion pylon. Beautiful, isn't it, in the countryside? I've done this half marathon, the first bit, in 1 hour and 35 minutes. Now, I don't know whether that's too fast or too slow, but that gives me just under 2 hours to do the rest of it. Right, well, I've taken a bit of a detour through the car boot. Now, I almost don't want to show this to my wife, because if she finds out that this is going on every week here, there's no way we're clearing that loft. Everything that was hurting before is hurting a lot more now. I'm now incredibly anxious about the time, thinking I'm not going to do it. I've lost the book, it's just a noise now. And look, I'm going past Beckett's farm. Now, that's weird about farm shops. I went there yesterday, having heard brilliant things. I'm not that impressed, to be honest. I mean, a few years ago, if something came fresh from a farm, you wouldn't wipe your arse on it. Partly because most of the produce looked like somebody had, you know, but wandering around there yesterday, ooh, some hen's eggs. This one's still got some of the crap on it. Sure, look, I'll get the money out quick enough. I'm dipping my egg in that. No way. Anyway, we're nearly at what was checkpoint 2, which is now checkpoint 6. I still don't understand why I did this. I'm having this thing at the moment where I'm trying to say yes to everything and like doing ridiculous challenges for myself, which is great. I was invited to do, by my friends at Cotswold Trail event, a 40-mile ultra in January, which I've said yes to. Crap Power Rangers. We are 2/10 of a mile left. In a minute I'm going to stop the clock when it gets to 26.2, and that's that. And that's 3 hours 16. That's 3 hours 16 minutes. Man, there were so many times where I've been stood there thinking, what am I doing this for? Like, this is stupid, just stay in bed. This is ridiculous. And all the way around, let's get rid of these. The book's been doing my head in. Right, get this. So, not only does the nun get put on trial for botching a cesarean section, she gets thrown in prison. Then, the monk who she checked up with and was scattered somewhere all over France was also done for something, and he ended up in the same cell, and they escaped using some metal that they found, and now they're in Lincolnshire somewhere, and they still haven't got intimate again, which is a shame, because I've been 3.5 hours waiting for that. Well, 3 hours 16 minutes actually. So yeah, how does it feel? Look, I would be very interested to know what you think, because I have got, as I say, a marathon booked in at the end of the year. I don't know whether or not I actually want to do it. I don't know whether or not I should just put it down to a half, to be honest, and just enjoy myself, or should I challenge myself? I don't know. So, and then after that, in January, in deepest darkest January, I've signed up for an ultra. I mean, this yes day thing that I've got going on is great, but I'm finished today. I'm supposed to be taking Lil go-karting later, right? She's going to Digbeth, where she will get into a borrowed car, razz around some pretty grimy place, smashing into her friends, which actually, if you really want to see that on a larger scale, go to Digbeth at about 2 o'clock in the morning, exactly the same thing. Well look, that was the secret marathon. As yet, you are still the only people in the world who know I've done this, so keep it to yourself.